Imagine walking into a room. Someone flashes you the warmest smile, compliments your outfit, and makes you feel like the most important person in the world. You relax, you trust, and without realizing it, you open the door for them to step into your life. But what if that smile wasn't real? What if that kindness was never kindness at all, but a weapon sharpened to control you? Welcome back, beautiful people. Today, we diving deep into one of the most unsettling manipulative tactics in dark psychology, the smile trap. This is the art of using charm, warmth, and friendliness not to connect with you but to control you. And if you think you could never fall for something so obvious, think again. Because the most dangerous traps are the ones you never even see. We've all been conditioned to trust a smile. It's human nature. Smiles signal safety, friendship, acceptance. But con artists, manipulators, and master persuaders know this better than anyone. They weaponize it. They don't just smile with their mouths, they smile with their tone, their words. Their carefully chosen acts of kindness. They build an illusion of trust so powerful that by the time you see through it, it's already too late. In this video, I'll expose exactly how the smile trap works, why even intelligent people get caught in it, and how you can train yourself to see the hidden dangers behind a perfectly friendly face. By the end, you'll never look at a stranger's kindness the same way again. So, let's begin. The psychology of the smile trap. Why kindness disarms the brain. Smiles are not just social gestures, they are psychological triggers. From the moment we're born, our brains are wired to respond positively to them. A baby who sees a smiling face feels safe. A child who is praised with a warm smile earns trust. And as adults, we still unconsciously equate smiles with honesty and good intentions. But here's the unsettling truth. The brain doesn't naturally distinguish between a genuine smile and a manufactured one. To your subconscious, both create a sense of comfort. This is the very loophole con artists exploit. When someone approaches you with a warm smile and gentle tone, your brain lowers its defenses. Your body releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone we feel with loved ones. That chemical rush creates a subtle but powerful illusion of trust even if you barely know the person. Think about it. How many times have you given the benefit of the doubt to someone just because they seemed nice? How many deals, relationships, or favors started with a smile that felt trustworthy? That was the smile trap in action. Con artists understand something simple. Humans hate rejecting kindness. It feels rude. It feels cold. So, when a smiling stranger offers to help or showers you with compliments, you hesitate to push them away. They know you're unlikely to say no while you're under the spell of their charm. This is why scams don't always begin with threats or intimidation. They begin with friendliness. The scammer becomes the person who cares about you, the one who seems safe, approachable, and understanding. And once you've mentally put them in the category of good person, they have you exactly where they want you. The smile trap isn't about manipulation in the open. It's about lowering your guard so you don't even realize manipulation is happening. And the scariest part, by the time your rational mind wakes up, your emotional mind has already made the decision for you. The subtle techniques inside the smile trap. The smile trap isn't just about flashing teeth. It's an entire toolkit of psychological weapons wrapped in charm. A skilled manipulator knows that one smile won't be enough. They layer it with subtle techniques that reinforce the illusion of safety and trust. Let's break down some of the most powerful ones. 1. Mirroring behavior. Have you ever noticed how good it feels when someone seems to be just like you? They laugh when you laugh. They lean in when you lean in. They echo your words, your rhythm, even your body language. This is no accident. It's called mirroring, and it's one of the oldest tricks in persuasion. Con artists mirror because it creates a subconscious bond. You think, This person understands me. We're on the same wavelength. That tiny illusion of similarity makes you lower your defenses faster. Then you realize. 2. Strategic flattery. Real compliments feel genuine. Manipulative compliments feel perfectly timed. Scammers sprinkle praise not because they truly admire you, but because they know it makes you crave their approval. The secret is that flattery disarms skepticism. You're less likely to question someone who just boosted your ego. And here's the twist. Even when you know a compliment might be manipulative, it still works. Our brains are wired to enjoy praise, no matter the source. 3. The small kindness principle. This is where the smile trap becomes especially dangerous. A manipulator may start with small acts of kindness, offering you help, remembering tiny details about you, or giving something away for free. You think, this is a good person. They care about me. But each small kindness is a hook. It activates the psychological principle of reciprocity. You feel obligated to return the favor, even if it means agreeing to something you normally wouldn't. A free favor today paves the way for a costly demand tomorrow. 4. Controlled vulnerability. Con artists also know how to fake openness. They might share a personal story or confess a small flaw. This creates the illusion of intimacy, making you feel like you can trust them. The truth, that confession is carefully chosen. It's just vulnerable enough to seem real, but not damaging enough to expose their game. 5. The endless smile. Finally, the most chilling technique, never letting the smile drop. No matter what happens, they remain calm, warm, and patient. This creates the illusion of stability and reliability. You begin to believe that someone who can always smile must be in control, must be trustworthy, but in reality, it's a mask that hides predatory intent. Individually, these tactics might seem harmless. Together, they form a web that keeps you entangled. By the time you realize you're trapped, you've already been guided exactly where they wanted you to go. Why even intelligent people fall for the smile trap. One of the biggest myths about manipulation is that only the gullible, the weak, or the naive fall victim. But here's the dark truth. Intelligence doesn't protect you from the smile trap. In fact, sometimes it makes you even more vulnerable. Why? Because the smile trap doesn't work by convincing your rational brain. It works by hijacking your emotional brain. When someone greets you with warmth, when they laugh at your jokes, when they make you feel seen and valued, you don't analyze it. You feel it, and feelings move faster than logic. Your rational mind might be whispering, wait, something feels off here. But your emotions shout louder, this person likes me. I can trust them. This is called cognitive dissonance. Your brain doesn't like the tension of conflicting ideas. So, it chooses the more comfortable belief that the smiling, kind person is genuine. It's easier to believe in kindness than to suspect manipulation. Now, here's where it gets darker. Con artists deliberately target people who pride themselves on being good judges of character. Because if you believe you're hard to fool, you're less likely to question someone who seems trustworthy. Your confidence becomes your weakness. Think of high-powered executives scammed by charming fraudsters, or well-educated professionals caught in emotional manipulation, or even psychologists who study deception but still fall for romantic scams. It's not about intelligence, it's about emotional vulnerability. The smile trap also exploits what psychologists call the halo effect. When someone smiles and acts kind, we unconsciously assign them other positive traits. We assume they're honest, reliable, competent, even though a smile tells us nothing about their integrity. Our brain fills in the blanks with optimism. And let's not forget social conditioning. From childhood, we're taught to be polite, be trusting, don't judge too harshly. Manipulators know this. They rely on the fact that you don't want to seem rude or suspicious. You'd rather ignore the red flags than risk offending someone who appears nice. This is why smart, capable people fall into the smile trap. It's not stupidity, it's humanity, and unless you consciously train yourself to recognize the difference between genuine kindness and strategic kindness, you will always be vulnerable to the predator who smiles the brightest. Real-life examples of the smile trap in Actionto truly understand the smile trap. It helps to see it in action. These aren't just theories. They happen every single day in every corner of society. Let us look at a few examples that show just how powerful a weapon a smile can be. Example 1. The street scam. Picture a crowded city square. A man approaches you with the brightest smile, offering to help with your bags, or maybe handing you a flower as a gift. You take it politely, because rejecting him feels awkward and rude. But once you've accepted the flower, he insists you pay for it or pressures you into a donation. The smile was never kindness. It was bait. Example 2. The corporate charmer. In the business world, manipulators use the smile trap to climb the ladder. They charm their bosses, flatter their colleagues, and build a reputation for being such a nice person. But behind closed doors, they exploit trust, take credit for others' work, or push blame onto teammates. By the time anyone realizes, the smiling manipulator has already moved up and everyone else is left cleaning the damage. Example 3. The romantic predator. Perhaps the most devastating form of the smile trap happens in relationships. A person sweeps you off your feet with endless smiles, compliments, and thoughtful gestures. They seem too good to be true, and they are. Slowly, once they've secured your trust and affection, the mask begins to slip. The charm that once disarmed you becomes the weapon they use to control, gaslight, or financially exploit you. Many victims of toxic relationships say the same thing. They seem so nice at first. Example 4. The financial con. Think about notorious fraudsters like Bernie Madoff. He didn't convince investors with aggression or threats. He convinced them with charm, warmth, and the reputation of being such a good man. His smile made people ignore the inconsistencies, silence their doubts, and hand over their life savings. It wasn't spreadsheets that won their trust, it was the illusion of kindness. Example 5. The everyday manipulator. Not every smile trap leads to millions lost. Sometimes it's as simple as a coworker who always smiles when asking you for favors, or a neighbor who uses friendliness to borrow things they never return. The scale may be smaller, but the psychology is the same. Charm creates compliance. What all these examples reveal is chilling. The smile trap doesn't need to be aggressive. It doesn't need force. Its power lies in making you choose to give away your trust, your time, your money while believing it was your decision all along. Hidden red flags behind a fake smile. If the smile trap is so powerful, how do you protect yourself? The answer isn't to become cynical and distrust every kind person you meet. It's to learn the difference between genuine kindness and weaponized charm. And that means spotting the red flags. 1. The smile that doesn't reach the eyes. A real smile engages the entire face, especially guys. When the eyes stay cold or empty while the mouth stretches into a grin, that's a warning sign. Psychologists call this the Duchenne marker. The fake smile may look perfect, but it feels hollow. 2. Excessive compliments. Genuine compliments feel specific and natural. Manipulative compliments feel rehearsed and constant. If someone seems to flatter you at every turn, especially when they barely know you, pay attention. They're not admiring you, they're programming you. 3. The rush of instant intimacy. Be cautious of people who smile their way into your personal space too quickly. Real trust takes time. If someone acts like your best friend within minutes of meeting you, they may be manufacturing closeness to bypass your natural defenses. 4. Inconsistent behavior. A smile can mask intentions, but inconsistencies eventually slip through. Watch for the moments when their words don't align with their actions. Does their warmth vanish when they don't get what they want? Does the smile fade the second you push back? That's not kindness, it's performance. 5. The pressure behind the charm. Real kindness expects nothing in return. Manipulative kindness always comes with strings attached. If every smile, every favor, every act of warmth seems designed to pull you into a decision, you're no longer dealing with generosity, you're dealing with control. 6. To perfect, to be real. Finally, trust your gut. If someone seems almost too nice, too polished, too endlessly positive, it's worth questioning. Authentic people reveal a balance of emotions: frustration, honesty, imperfection. Manipulators wear a mask of relentless cheerfulness because it keeps you from seeing who they really are. Here's the key: you don't have to become paranoid, but you do have to stay observant. A genuine smile will never mind if you take your time before trusting it. A manipulative smile will always try to hurry you into lowering your guard. That difference could save you from walking straight into the trap. How to defend yourself against the smile trap. The solution to the smile trap isn't shutting yourself off from the world. It's not about distrusting every friendly person or rejecting genuine kindness. The real defense is awareness. When you understand how charm can be weaponized, you can enjoy kindness without becoming blind to danger. Here are 3 principles to live by. Pause before you trust. When someone new enters your life with overwhelming warmth, slow down. Ask yourself, do their actions match their words? Do they remain kind even when I say no? Genuine people respect boundaries. Manipulators push past them. Separate feelings from decisions. Emotions are powerful, but decisions made under emotional influence are often dangerous. If someone's smile, compliment, or kindness is nudging you toward a choice, step back. Decide only after the emotional wave has passed. Learn to say no without guilt. Manipulators thrive on your discomfort with rejection. Train yourself to say no calmly and firmly, without apology. If someone's kindness turns sour the moment you set a boundary, you've just unmasked their true nature. Remember, not every smile hides a trap, but the smiles that do can cost you your money, your trust, your freedom, or even your sense of self. The safest way forward is not paranoia, but disciplined awareness. The scariest part of the smile trap isn't that strangers use it, it's that the people closest to you can too. A smile from a stranger might trick you for a day, but a smile from someone you love can control you for years. So the next time someone beams at you, ask yourself, is this warmth, or is this a mask? Because behind every perfect smile, there's always a possibility of hidden teeth. Stay sharp, beautiful people.